welcome to the end of year sports banquet for the class of 2019. Let's give these kids a hand. We're very proud of them. Outstanding people. This wonderful event for them to finish their senior year athletically would not be possible without the Booster Club. Could the Booster Club members stand up, please, real quick? All the volunteers. Thank you. You guys are awesome. Countless, endless hours of volunteerism by those moms to help you guys enjoy your athletics to its fullest. And they supply us with a lot of great things. We are so appreciative of that. This table in the corner is going to eat last lacrosse. There we go. That's okay. We are very proud of the class of 2019. Incredible group of kids. You represented us with class. You were competitive in all of your sports. You're wonderful kids, human beings. We could not be prouder of who you are today, and we wish you many great things. Make sure you come back and give back to your communities wherever you end up. You will always bleed green and gold. We have some wonderful former athletes in here from Tantasqua years gone by. We hope that you too can contribute to your school community wherever you end up someday. And we want our student athletes to always give back. Consider being a teacher or a coach, whether that's in your town or your rec. You guys have great knowledge. You were fortunate to play the sport for a long time. Make sure as you get older, you find ways to give back to whatever communities you go off to. It's very important, and we'll be proud of you for that. The parents in this room, it is a quick 4 years. The hours of waiting for practices, for times, for scheduling. Student athletes, can we give your parents a hand? Parents and families, guardians. We have a great room full of coaches who dedicate their time, endless hours, worry, caring about children. You cannot coach possibly unless you love children and love the sport. It just doesn't work if you don't. We have a hand for all our wonderful coaches. Okay, we have a great dinner plan. We're going to keep it quick, just like our coaches are going to keep it quick tonight. They have wonderful speeches, and they're going to say great, nice things about you guys. Seniors, you have class night tomorrow night. Your yearbooks will be distributed on Friday. We'll nail down that time, and I will send a message out for that. So you will get yearbooks on Friday. I know a lot of you have been asking. We want to have a wonderful evening. Our staff here, many of them Tantasqua alums, are going to tap on tables and let you know when you can go up and eat. And then we'll come back, and I'll hand it over to our wonderful athletic director, and we'll have a wonderful night. Folks, are we ready? Okay, we're good. Thank you. Have a great time. See? Thank you. Come on, let's see a little hustle. Good man. There we go. All right. Hope you've enjoyed the wonderful meal. It's great to have everybody here. I am very happy to introduce our athletic director. It is wonderful to have an athletic director who lives and dies with our teams and speaks proudly about us on a state level and national level and presents about our programs here. Warm welcome for our athletic director, Kara Ellis.
Good evening, everyone. I would first like to extend a heartfelt thank you to all the members of TRHS Athletic Booster Club. I'd like to thank you for your tireless efforts and your continued support of all of our student athletes. Really, we couldn't do what we do without your support, so thank you for that. Thank you also for organizing such a wonderful, wonderful event for our graduating seniors. Have a round of applause for them. To our class of 19 graduates, congratulations. Your 4 years of hard work in the classroom, on the field, in the gym, on the course, in the pool, on the track, on the ice, and wherever else you have dedicated your time, effort, and energy, it has paid off. I will tell you that you are lucky. You have had the opportunity to participate in athletics, and the rewards from those experiences you'll carry with you throughout your lifetime. I'm not talking about the certificates and the banners or the trophies, or your all-star recognition. All of those are amazing and all of those are fantastic. But I'm talking about those intangibles, like the lasting friendships that you've forged, your ability to face and overcome adversity, your understanding of what it truly means to be a part of a team, and your ability to set goals and reach those goals through your hard work and dedication. Really, for me, it's truly been an honor to watch all of you grow and develop as student athletes over these past 2 years that I've had the opportunity to serve as your athletic director. I wish you all the very best in all of your future endeavors. Now, I know you're here to hear your coaches, so let's get right to it. And I'd first like to bring up, and I'm really happy that he was able to make it tonight, the Auburn TRHS boys ice hockey coach, Coach
the invite. Appreciate it. This year, the hockey team, we had a great year. We lost in the semis, state champs. Overall, it was a wonderful year. Hard-working group, good kids. 4 kids that were here at Tantasqua for the last 4 years. Kind of grown very close to them. Come from great families. Excellent kids, smart kids, talented kids. 3 of them were captains for us for the last couple of years. We'll truly miss you guys very much. It's not going to be the same to walk in there at 5 in the morning and not see you guys walk through the door. But, the career they had was just awesome. You know, Kim Dungy, Ryan Slade, Drew Dagger, Mike Sosa, just wonderful, wonderful athletes. Very good. Usually at this time of year, actually going on right now in Auburn, we have to give out a coach's award each year. And our coach's award this year was a tough one to pick. But after sitting down with our coaches and discussing, this one kind of came a little easy to us. This kid he's a quiet kid. He doesn't say much, but when he hits the ice, you know what you're going to get from him every night. And he's just an unbelievable defenseman. And my coach's award, our coach's award, goes to Kim Dungy. I just want to say thank you. I want to thank the 4 of you. I'm still looking forward to that round of golf with you guys before you guys head off to school. Keep in touch, and thank you again very much for having me here.
Next up, I'd like to have our boys lacrosse coach, Greg Henderson.
Thanks for inviting me. This year was an interesting one. We achieved, well, we're not done. We finished our regular season today 13-5. It's on to the playoffs. We have 16 seniors on our team. It was interesting watching them go through the gauntlet on senior night or senior afternoon this afternoon. Because there were 1 million seniors and about 5 other kids. Anyway, those are your children who have them. I tend to go on and on and on, so I'm going to get to it. Some of our seniors have been with the program for all 4 years of their high school. Some of them have been rather recent. Everybody has contributed, some in ways both large and small, and contributed as good teammates. And I think that that's really more important than we've had success on the field, but I think that's even more important than success on the field. We have some signature, these guys have some signature moments. I think that the biggest one, at least for me, the 2 overtime win against Shrewsbury in the playoffs a couple of years ago. And that was just a fabulous moment. A win against Northampton in overtime last year. When Coach Striegel looked across the field at me and said, I have forgotten more since this morning about lacrosse than that guy knows. And he beats me every time, so you never know. We still have a chapter to write with these guys. So I'd also like to say you guys are the last group that played with Coach Kodachi. He still holds a real special place in our hearts. So remember to be legendary, you know. So anyway, without further ado, here's the club. And this is in by position in alphabetical order. We have Chase Freeland, who's only been with us for 2 years, but has really made his mark as one of the best short stick D-netties in central Massachusetts. Tommy Goodwin, who has worked very, very hard over the years and is now one of our regular long poles and has had a really, really good year this year. A big part of our success. Bryce Hiller, who when I'm not yelling at him, I love him to death. Who you are, Bryce. Ryan Kevra, who I think is our best teammate of all. He shows up every day, he works hard. Got him into the game today. It was a fun time. So good too. And then the guy with the quickest hands in central Massachusetts, our goalie, Mike Lucas. Although I'm not sure what it says about us as a team when our goalie is the best shooter on the team. Alex Lord's another guy who came out just this year and has actually made a mark and done some really good things for us as a short stick team meeting. Ty Mills, who I believe it was Ty Mills who knocked the ball out of the Northampton attackman's hand, got it in his cross and got it down the field. And we scored to send that game in overtime as we won. And Tyler is a rock out there. He's always CJ Randa. CJ is another one of those guys. He's impossible to get around. And he's just he always comes to play every single day. So those are that's our defensive core, which, by the way, the other day gave up 1 goal in the second half. Our middies, James Burgess, who came out, he's come out for 4 years. Gaziero, who's another one of our newbies, I guess you could say, but who has really taken to the game and has looked good when we put him in there. Sean Farland, who whenever we're in a tight spot, we just go, well, I'll just give it a shot. We'll figure something out. And he's I think, personally, I think he's one of the best players in Central Mass. Hopefully he'll go out for the lacrosse game too. But Logan McCarthy, I think, is either he or Chase the fastest guys on our team. Watching them, he scored the goal against Grafton where they just cleared out. And Austin Barney, who is heading up to New Hampshire to Franklin Pierce to continue his lacrosse career by playing for the, what are they, the Fighting Franklins? Are they the Fighting Franklins? Anyway, Austin has one of the best shots that showed that here today. He just cruised it right by a guy, and a lot of fun to see. On attack, we've got Chase Carlson, who's played hard for 3 years. Goals, and then Drew Darger, who is our kind of our guy on attack, who just has, I think, just a fabulous shot. He puts the ball in places where I didn't even know that it was. to school at the University of Kansas, so he's somebody on this team who knows where the real civilization is. And then finally, last but certainly not least, and I echo what Coach Bombard said about Cam Dungy, who is, I think he's the dumbest guy on our team. I saw a guy absolutely flatten him. I thought we were going to have to pick him off the turf. His impression would be the turf. He just gets up, gives you the smile, trots off. So, it's been my pleasure to be in charge of this team for the last 3 years. It's a great bunch of guys, and I appreciate it. So, thanks a lot, everybody.
Next up, we have Matt Ricci of our girls soccer.
Ladies, I'd like to ask y'all to come up here first. All the girls soccer team. Seniors. All right, right now I'd like to take a chance to introduce the senior girls varsity soccer players to you guys. First we have Melissa Izio. Melissa will be attending Endicott College and majoring in interior design and architecture. Next we have Caitlin Mills. Caitlin will be going to Springfield College and majoring in physical therapy. Lila Laporte. Lila will be attending UMass Boston and majoring in psychology. Missing tonight is Lauren Butler. She's home with a fever, but Lauren will be attending Westfield State University and studying art therapy. And she'll be playing both soccer and diving for Westfield. And then Jillian Dunn. Jillian will be attending Lemoyne College with a major in biology. Jillian will also be playing softball at Lemoyne. And then there's Kara Bergeron. Kara will also be attending Westfield State University and studying elementary education, and Kara will be playing soccer for Westfield. These 6 student athletes collectively contributed to the program with their outstanding work ethics, camaraderie, leadership, and of course an abundance of skill. They will be deeply missed. I wish you all the best with all your endeavors. Thank you.
Next up, we have our boys soccer coach, Matt Turner.
Can I get the boys soccer players to come on up, please? Come on up. All right, the boys soccer team, this year, we ended up with a record of 18-3. We were Swickle champions. We were 11-0. We were ranked 3rd in Central Mass pretty much the whole season. The only teams we lost to were Marlboro, who was ranked number 2 in Central Mass, Wachusett, who was ranked number 1, who won the Division I district title, and we lost to Ludlow, who was the state champion this year. These guys beat everybody they were supposed to. It was a remarkable season. This is a group of young men who were true warriors on and off the field. So starting with our, should have 11, but one is not here tonight, Jackson Hall. I have many great memories of Jackson because I coached him in junior high basketball all the way up through his soccer career. He's a low-key guy, and he's a real straight shooter. He always gives his best. He will be attending the University of Miami, and he'll be majoring in microbiology and immunology. I don't even know how to say that. Jackson Hall. Next, I have Tyler Afer, who was our backup goalie for the last 2 years. He always took a beating in practice, but he always came back for more. We're in the district semis. We're losing the game. All of a sudden, I hear the crowd saying, cheering Afer. So I had to get him in the game. That was one of the best moments, seeing him out there and seeing him score a goal this year. He'll be attending Westfield State, and he'll be studying criminal justice. Next will be Connor Rich. Two things I can remember about Connor is his lockdown defense and just his speed. He's extremely fast. He will be attending UMass Amherst, studying biochemistry and molecular biology. Bradley Bew is my starting goalie for the last 2 years. He's a top-notch goalie. Over the last 2 years, he's had many great saves. I can't just name one because there were so many. He will be attending Western New England College and majoring in computer engineering. Next I have Jeremiah Diggy. I'm going to say Jeremiah, besides being on the varsity for the last 3 years, a 2-year starter, tons of games when he was a sophomore. He is very respectful, and he is one of the most honest type of guys I've ever met. He will be going to Coastal Carolina University. Next I have Tyler Rodriguez. So I have a lot of great memories of Tyler. He's a 3-year starter. I don't think I ever took him or did not start him after his sophomore year. Some of the moments I remember is his game winner against Doherty, scoring in the districts against Grafton, and anytime he flew down the sideline and ended up in the opposing team's 18-yard box, and he was a defender. He's just fantastic to watch. He's also a pretty good runner, I heard. And he would be attending UMass and studying environmental science. Logan McCarthy, Captain Logan McCarthy. Moments I remember, again, there was a lot of coaching in junior high basketball. This year, 2 goals on senior night. We beat Millbury 2-0. But I gotta tell you, he's got one of the greatest sense of humor you ever talked to that you'll ever know. So, low-key guy though. But when he says something, it's pretty funny. He'll be attending UMass Amherst, studying biomedical engineering. Next, I have Captain Amziero. Angie is a Swickle All-Star this year, Central Mass All-Star, and I'm just going to remember, besides him winning every head ball, his midfield is solid midfield play. He's one of the best midfielders we've ever had. He'll be attending LSU and studying biology. Hunter Ramsden is not here tonight. A couple things with Hunter. He was a 4-year varsity starter. He started every game in his 4 years. He is 3 out of the past 4 years. He was a Swickle champion. We have 3 out of the last 4 years championships. He was a Swickle All-Star this year, Central Mass All-Star. He is one of the most respectful, honest, and he led by example every game he played. He'll be attending UMass Amherst, also studying biology. Next is Aiden Castangino, Captain Aiden Castangino. Aiden was a Swickle All-Star, a Central Mass All-Star this year. He made the All-State team. He was a Telegram and Gazette Super Team All-Star. He led the team with 23 goals this season. Biggest one, I think, well, many, the game winner against Algonquin. Game 1-0. Aiden will be playing soccer and attending Springfield College this fall. Last but not least, I think I got everybody, right? Kyle Reno. Kyle was our manager this year. Let me tell you, he's the best bookkeeper. He really knows how to crunch numbers. I would say he was this team's biggest fan all season long. He is just a great person. I'm glad he came on to be the bookkeeper this year. He will be attending Florida State University and studying computer science. I just want to thank all you guys for putting a great senior year together, bringing the program to where it is, and I hope you all the very best in your future endeavors. Thank you.
Next up, we have our field hockey coach, Shelby Green.
Can I have the field hockey seniors come on up? All right, so we had 5 seniors this year on field hockey. We had Todd McCarthy, Dave Munford, Elizabeth Beaumont, Isabel David, and Carly Zanuck, but Carly's not here today. Todd is president. He was one of our tri-captains this year. He had 5 goals, 3 assists, and his drive on the field was unstoppable to opposing players and sometimes our own. He was awarded our Warrior Award this past season for his leadership skills, and he will be greatly missed. He's going to Quinsigamond College, and he's studying special schools. Our next senior is Tate. She was also our tri-captain this year. She ended our season with 5 goals and 5 assists. She played center defender, center offense, some midfield at times. She was our recipient of our 3D award, and for all of those who know Tate, she is the definition of drive, determination, and dedication, on and off. Her confidence and leadership was such a huge part of our team this year, and will be greatly missed. She is attending Trinity College in the fall, and she's going to make the great input for the gold fight. Delica David was our center low midfielder this past season. She received the Coach's Award for her ability to bring our team to the highest potential, no matter where she was on the field or off the field. Her hard work, her grit made her not only a very coachable person, but also a huge threat on the field. Her positive attitude and skills will be missed. She'll be attending University of Rhode Island and hopes to pursue her passion. Liz Beaumont. She received our Unsung Hero Award this year for all the impact she had on our team's progress. I've gotten to know Liz I have not only the privilege to know her in field hockey, but in lacrosse as well, and she's my intern, so I see her all the time. And watching her grow this senior year has been such a privilege to have such a strong young team. So she had 4 goals, 1 assist, and her speed on the forward line was greatly missed. She is going to Bishop's University and will be attending to study pre-law and political science and also legal law. Our last senior, Carly, is not here tonight, but for a player who picked it up her junior year of high school, she was unbelievable, unmatchable force on the field. Her positive attitude was so important to our team, and she is going to be going to Western New England studying literature. Thank you guys so much for everything you did.
Next up, we have our golf coach, Anna Murphy.
Can I have my 3 senior golfers up here, please? Nice golf haircut there, Mikey. Over the past 4 years, while my 3 senior golfers have been members of the team, well, I was surprised to figure out that Mikey was only with me for 2. I'll say a little bit more about that in a little bit. The Tantasqua golf team has secured 4 Swickle titles, made it to the postseason 4 times, and made it to states once as a team. Clearly, these are 3 talented individuals who made a tremendous impact on the program as a whole. Mikey Lucas, who I mentioned, I was sure was with us for 3 years just because I really felt he was giving it his all, I think, for the past 2. He really made an impact as a junior, so we were very, very happy that he came our way. I'd seen him in camp all those years, and I was so happy that he finally made it to the team. Mikey made it directly onto the varsity team, and he did everything he could to contribute during that season. We were 16-4 in 2017, and Mikey was an integral part of that success. This past season, we were 13-4, and again, Mikey was the guy we could count on for chipping in with a score, as he was always in our top 8 varsity players. Thank you, Mikey, for your dedication, your humor. We all know he has a little bit of that. And we just wish you had come to us 2 years sooner. Good luck as a UMass Minuteman. Ryan Slade. Ryan Slade has played full-time on the varsity roster for three years. He also played as a freshman, becoming an important piece of our appearance at states in 2016. Ryan was chosen as the most improved player his sophomore year and even made the first team Swickle All-Stars. Ryan was selected team MVP his junior year, again making the Swickle All-Stars first team. This fall, Ryan earned medalist honors 3 times, made the Swickle All-Star first team for the 3rd time, and we would certainly have been a lesser team without Ryan. So I thank him for his dedication, his competitive spirit. Good luck, Ryan, at Franklin Pierce. And finally, Michael Chip Sosik played on the varsity squad beginning his freshman year. Chip was selected Rookie of the Year in 2015. During his sophomore year, Chip became another essential piece in our state qualifying team. As Chip also qualified as an individual, he was selected to both the Swickle First Team All-Stars, in addition to being a Telegram and Gazette Super Team All-Star as a sophomore. As a junior, Chip experienced one of the highlights of his high school golf career. Again, qualifying for states, playing at Haverhill Country Club, Chip finished 15th with a score of 77, and again was elected to both the Swickle All-Star First Team and the TNG Super Team. During his senior year, Chip medaled 8 times and led the team by example, as a captain should do. Chip capped off his Swickle experiences by winning the league tournament at Leicester Country Club, which I know was on Chip's high school bucket list for golf. For a 3rd time, Chip was selected as Swickle First Team All-Star, and because of those achievements, was selected as the team's MVP in the fall.
I thank Chip for his leadership, his dedication, and his true love for constant improvement. Chip will also be attending Franklin Pierce, so there's count at least 3 so far in the fall, and playing golf as a Raven. Good luck, Chip. I know you
Next up, we have one of our volleyball coaches, Lydia Lucas. First of all, I'm honored to get to tell you about these 5 seniors who helped the varsity team. And I'm very thankful to Amy Dunn, a little shout out to the cheaters, because I think the lighting is a little low. If the volleyball players who are here could come up, please. The varsity volleyball team had 5 seniors that led them to a Swivel championship, tied with Millbury, and that opportunity to play a home game for district. One of the highlights from the season was beating Millbury, which was always a tough competitor. Our team snapped Millbury's 37-match Swivel League winning streak. And that was quite a feat. As you can see, we have 3 of the 5 here. I'm first going to tell you about the 2 who couldn't make it. Isabel Batchelor. From the beginning of the season, Isabel showed leadership abilities and hustle on and off the court. She served as senior captain for the team this year. Next year, she will be attending Emmanuel College in Boston, majoring in biology with a concentration in environmental sciences. Hannah Raymond. Hannah's leadership and encouragement on the court were imperative to the team's morale this year. She also earned a spot on first team Swivel All-Stars, and next year she will be attending Bridgewater State to study English and literature, and hopefully will become a teacher. Emily Reyes. Emily was a great leader out on the court, and she led the team in assists this past season. She also earned a spot on the first team Swivel All-Stars. Next year, she will be attending Worcester State for Urban Studies and Spanish. She will be playing volleyball and joining the Latino Education Institute to mentor to underprivileged children. Lindsay Zach. Talk about great sense of humor. That girl has one. Lindsay has great court awareness, as well as quite the intimidating presence at the net. I enjoyed watching as she progressed and played varsity all 4 years. Lindsay will be attending UMass Boston and studying elementary education. Miss Chloe Fowler, and one coach mentioned it, but managers are integral to the success of the team. Chloe has been a great asset to the volleyball program for the past 3 years. She has done a tremendous job managing the volleyball team and will be greatly missed. Next year, she will be attending UMass Boston as well, majoring in ethics and political philosophy, and minoring in human rights. Give it up for my seniors. Next up, we have our boys cross country coach, Lowell. Boys. have five, actually 6 seniors. Jesse's not here, but these are our seniors. We had a great regular season for cross country boys this year with a record of 9-1. This is our second year running behind OSV. You guys should check out the course back there. It's really nice. We have a nice wooded course, and so they're running the way they should be instead of out on 148. So, okay, just in alphabetical order here. Armando Chung, he was team captain and our top scorer this year, and team MVP. And Armando's future plans are to attend the Naval Academy. Drew Darger, he's been with us a long time, since junior high. This is Drew's 3rd year running varsity for us, consistently placing in our top 7 for Tantasqua. He will be attending University of Kansas in the fall. Ethan Hunter Mason, another runner with us since junior high. Ethan made the varsity team the last 2 years, consistently improving his time each year. He'll be attending Ithaca College in the fall. Andrew Jensen, again, another, these boys stick with the program here. He's been with us since junior high as well. Team captain, really relied on him for his leadership this year, rounding up the freshmen who always have lost the first 2 weeks. He was great at that, stuck around after practice to round them all up. He's made dramatic improvements every year. Hard worker and set a great example for his teammates during practice. He will be attending UMass in the fall. Austin Barney, unfortunately, he didn't join us till this last year, and we wish he had started earlier, but he did a great job, and he was really good at rounding up freshmen when he took his car out. Yeah, and then, say no more. All right, he will be attending Franklin Pierce in the fall. Next up, we have our girls cross country coach, Jim Donovan.
Good evening, everyone. I have one senior who's not here tonight, Christina Isbicki. She was one of my captains, and she's going to UMass Amherst, and she did a great job for me.
Next up, we have our football coach, John Hargis.
This is one of the largest senior classes we've had in the last several years since I've been here. I've been here 5 years, and normally we're at 8 or 10. To have a big senior class at 16, it bodes tremendous for the program. Their junior year, they were 3-8. Not the greatest year. It was my first year. We challenged them going to Shepherd Hill their year. That I told them we were going to win if they believed in themselves. We go in, we put a thumping on Shepherd Hill, first time in 10 years. These guys walk away with the trophy. This year, we start off the year with just challengers. Same way we ended the season last year. Come up, be coachable, put all your hard work in, and things will work out in the end. First game of the year, we come out against Westboro. Not Alex's favorite memory of the year, but we're leading the game. Westboro scores with a minute left. Scores a touchdown. In the past, Tantasqua teams would kind of just lose to the adversity. They wouldn't come up with a challenge or keep fighting. 17 seconds left. Sean Farland throws the Hail Mary pass to Espen Davis. And there's just a glimpse of like, because if you know Espen's story, he's had two knee surgeries, torn ACL, but he keeps battling. And for a kid to catch the winning touchdown with 17 seconds left, kind of shows the sparkle of how our season was going to be. They go on, they finish the regular season at 6-2. Swickle champs, undefeated in Swickle. With the new playoff system, we ended up as a 4 seed, had to travel to Grafton. And Grafton's kind of been our arch nemesis the last few years, I think across all sports. We match up very well against them. We beat them twice, once in the regular season and once in the playoffs. They made the district finals, first time since pretty much 2008 when the Super Bowl team won. So let's give them a round of applause. So I'm going to start left to right. We got Dylan Johnson, defensive end, tight end. Andrew Gorey played kind of outside linebacker, defensive end, lineman, tight end. Kind of, he was out there all the time. Did kickoffs, special teams. Alex Tomas, defensive lineman, offensive lineman. Sebastian O'Leary. Anywhere we kind of needed to use them, kick returner, running back. We tried to throw the ball a couple times, didn't work out. Corner, anywhere we needed Sebastian, he was there. Sean Farland, this year, first year playing quarterback. He was kind of the heart and soul of our offense. We did some great things with him. He battled through a high ankle sprain more than half the year. And kind of, I think if he didn't re-injure it in the district final game against the Shova, I'm a firm believer that we probably won that game. We kind of were the first team to drive up and down the field against them. Alex Lord, I would say heart and soul defensive captain. He lined up guys in multiple spots. He's come a very long ways since I've met him as a sophomore. Bobby Mosley, he plays free safety for us. The one thing about Bobby, he plays free safety because he can't really catch a ball. Bobby, I can talk about Grafton when it hits you right in the chest. But he, on top of Alex, we started relying on Bobby a lot of it during the regular season. He was getting guys lined up correctly. We put him in multiple situations. He did a great job. James Burgess came out to practice every day, worked hard. Every day after practice, coach, how can I get better? How can I want to play, I want to do this. And I love guys like that. They come out and they just want to get the team better. He was always on the scout team. He always wanted to do his best. We got Alex Bodish. Alex Bodish came out this year, kind of came out as a freshman, chose not to play, but came out his senior year. Same thing, came out to practice, did his best, played hard. We have Bryce Hiller. I know I've talked to Molly several times about Bryce. Bryce is the most energetic person I've ever seen. There's no on and off switch. When he turns it on, he steps on the field, practice, games. He's 100 miles an hour no matter what. We got Zach LaValle. Zach LaValle, wide receiver, corner, kicker. Did multiple things. Hayden France, not the biggest guy, but probably one of the toughest guys on the field. When he's the starting left tackle for you for 2 years in a row, he's one of the smallest offensive linemen we have, but the toughest and the most reliable is. And defensive end, unfortunately, he fractured his finger during the Northbridge game. Had to sit out a couple games, but was able to come back and play in the district final game against the Shova. Espen Davis, I think it's at the end. Espen Davis, kick returner, wide receiver. If you, like I said, kind of a story. As a junior, tore his ACL, came back, battled, and was just one of those inspirational stories to where he comes back and first game of the season, comes back, game-winning touchdown. For somebody who's battled through 2 ACL surgeries, one when he was in elementary school, and came back, and for the success he had, just like everyone else up here, let's give them another round for the great season. I think I want to talk about our managers real quick. I think the only one here is Jill Dunn, but Jill, stand up. They take all of our stats during the game. They hear us yell a lot, but they do a great job, and they do all the things that I don't really want to do, is write down stuff during games. So, thank you.
Before we move on to our winter sports, we're going to have a couple members of our booster club raffle off a few items for you guys.
Hopefully all the athletes, when they came in, wrote their name on a sheet of paper. So we're just going to take a couple minutes right now to draw 2 names. When we draw your names, if you could just come up here and you can take a pic from the table of any item that you like. Tave. Emily Reyes. Alexa Mathon. Zach Lavelle. Jeremiah Dingy. Aiden France. Alex Bodish. Chip Sosek. Dylan Willits. Kyle Reno. Alex Lord. Andrew Jensen. Tammy Freeland. Marie Stewart. Isabella Ansek. Eric Andrew Gorey. Ryan Slade. Sebastian. Jackson Hall. Cam Dungy. Logan McCarthy. Alex Tomas. James Burgess. And Porter. Tyler Abram. Okay, if anyone wants to come and give them all at the end, you're welcome. Thank you.
Next up, we have our indoor track coach, Jim Donovan.
Have all the indoor track boys and girls come up, please.
I had to read through the whole thing. I knew we did the whole night.
All right, for indoor track, we just have one coach, but I guess next year we're probably going to 2 coaches for indoor track, so I'm the head coach for boys and girls. For the girls team, we have, let's say the seniors first, we have Kira Bergeron. She did the 600 in the relay for us. We had Jill Dunn, she ran the 55 in relay for us. How many 2 girls we have here? The girls, Jill Dunn was one of our captains. The girls were 10-3 during the regular season, and they finished 5th at the conference meet. And Jill Dunn was a district qualifier for the 55, and that's it for the girls. You already know where they're going to college. They've been up here 3 times already. For the boys, we have Espen Davis. He did the 55 for us on the relays. Sean Farley threw the shot put for us. James Burgess, he did sprints for us. Connor Rich did 55. I'm going to order my paper, Connor. 55, high jump on the relay. Tyler Rodriguez did all the distance, 600 mile relay, whatever we needed him to do. Tom Goodwin did the mile and relay. Liam Paulus did the 1,000. Loved it right there. And Andrew Jensen did the mile and the relay for us. Did I get everybody? Who did I get? Oh, Luke Hoy. Luke Hoy did the high jump for us. The boys finished 3rd at the conference meet, which was a good showing for them. They were 10-2 during the regular season. For All-Stars, we had Tyler Rodriguez and Connor Rich, both All-Stars, and Tyler and Connor both qualified for the state meet. Connor in the high jump and Tyler in the mile. And for captains, we had Espen Davis and Tyler Rodriguez were both captains for us. And one of the highlights of the season for us was that Tyler Rodriguez, he broke the record in mile this year. The old record was 4 minutes 46 seconds, and Tyler ran 4:38. So it's pretty good breaking of it. So it's a good bunch of kids, and I'm gonna miss them. You guys, good luck to all of you.
Next up, we have our swim coach, Molly McGuire.
I don't know if I need this, but I'll use it today. And if my swimmers would come up while they're coming up, I'd like to mention 4 things. One being, I was really, really thankful this year to have a swimming pool. That was a big plus. And I want you all to know that we don't get to swim in the Swickle League. We have to swim in Midwalk, which, as some of you know, has some pretty gigantic teams, and we did really well this year. The third thing I'd like to say is a lot of these kids have been swimming for me forever, but there are people in this room that I've known since they were in my baby swim classes, including coaches, parents, and football players, soccer players, lacrosse players. There are a lot of people, and even some parents that have taken lessons from me. The fourth thing I'd like to say is I'm really thankful this year. I had two great people to help me coach, Mrs. Lisa Lamoth, and she's not here tonight, but our diving coach, and that's Julia Haybecker Green. Some of you know how much diving helped us this year. Jonah's not a senior, but some great divers that helped us this year, Zach LaValle and Will Delgado and Lauren Butler were seniors that took up diving and never dove before and took it up and did a great job. The boys finished with a 9-4 record, the girls 6-7. The boys placed third in the Midwalk Invitational, which is unbelievable if you knew. We were behind Algonquin and Westboro. It means we beat Wachusett. So it was a yeah, you do not know what a big deal it is to beat Wachusett, just so you know. We had a lot of records broke this year. Both diving records were broke. I'm not a senior. But Mr. Iller, Bryce, broke the 200 IM record this year. Freestyle record, relay record was broken by Bryce, Zach LaValle, Aiden Osimo, and Andrew Wade. You just missed it by like 100ths. They missed the 400 free record by very little. The boys went to sectionals and did really well. Bryce and Zach and Ethan went to sectionals. Ethan unfortunately had an ear infection, but they all went. And girls went to sectionals and states. I actually have 12 seniors. We co-op with Oxford and Quabog, and I have 2 seniors at Quabog this year. A couple seniors that aren't here tonight that I'd like to recognize right off the bat is Lauren Butler, who's homesick. She was one of our captains. She started diving. She did a great job diving, and I believe she's going to dive and swim at Westfield both. She was on the medley relay that made it to state. She was a great leader, both her and Bella, who were my captains. We didn't have a manager, so without them, I'm not sure we would have survived. So it was a great help. Another captain is Bella Anchek. She has been swimming with me since she was a baby. She was a captain. She was awesome. She helped with everything that we needed to get done this year. She worked really hard to improve all her swimming. She'll be going to RPI studying chemistry. Some of you know, even those of you that aren't on the team, know that lane 1 is my beginner lane. And literally when I say beginners, I get in the water and I teach them for the first time. And Will's not here tonight, but you should all know that Will Delgado got from being afraid of the water to being able to swim 100 free without drowning. He also took up diving, which may have been even scarier. Jesse Gomes isn't here tonight. He was awesome. He worked really hard. He did a great job. Probably the best thing about Jesse was he was always the best dressed. As I mentioned, dear Ethan had an ear infection, but he worked really hard. He did a great job this year. He's one of my best breaststrokers. He did a great job. He made it to sectionals and wasn't able to swim because of his ear. He'll be going to Ithaca. A swimmer that literally I have had, I'm pretty sure his mom had backed me up on this since he could walk into the water, and that is Bryce Iller. I'm pretty sure you've never had any other swim coach but me. He's been stuck with me. He did awesome this year. He broke a lot of records. He worked really hard. As other coaches have said, we had lots of conversations about Bryce, but I can never say that he didn't work hard in practice. He worked hard in practice all the time. He pushed everybody else hard, and he worked hard. His energy level is way up here, and I wish him the best luck at Keene State. I'm kind of disappointed he's not going to swim there because I think he'd do a great job. But I'm really happy that he's going to Keene State for college. Christina isn't here tonight, but she is another one who kept us all organized. And on top of stuff, she made it to sectionals in the 200 free relay. She's going to UMass Eisenhower School of Business. Alexa Nathan worked really hard. She swam for me for a long time. She was one of those beginners in lane 1.
Survived this year?
She did survive this year. She did a great job. She kept getting hurt, and we somehow patched her back together. And she did a great job. She definitely started as a beginner in that lane 1 and swam for me for 4 years and is going in the Navy. Zach LaValle did a great job this year. He dove. He swam on the 200 free relay that broke the record. Diving got us points every meet, just so you know. It was huge. We probably wouldn't have won some of the meets we won if we didn't have divers. And he'll be going to Quincy to continue working on his nursing degree. Last, but certainly not least, another one of my beginner swimmers. He showed up whenever he could. He swam in meets whenever he could. A lot of people up here tonight had to fight a lot of battles to be able to swim. But I don't think there's anyone here that had to fight as hard a battle as our Erica. And that is, chemotherapy is really hard when you're competing on a team. And he did an awesome job. He stuck with it. He's also working on his Eagle Scout. He's going to school, and he came to swim team every day. I want to say one thing to all the parents before these guys leave is, as I always say, and I know a lot of you have heard me say before, I am so lucky to be able to have your children swim for me and to continue and know them. People come back all the time at Christmas and say hi and stuff. Swimming is a hard sport, and it's a lot of work. And I'm very proud of these guys, and I'm very thankful to you parents for letting them all come up and swim. Andrew Gorey should have swam.
Next up, we have our girls basketball coach, Tom Goyer.
First of all, I'd like to congratulate all the seniors that are here tonight for being here and hitting such a major milestone like graduating from your high school graduation from Tantasqua. Really exciting thing. You got a lot of events going on. I hope you enjoy them. I hope you appreciate it because you will remember them for a lifetime. I'd also like to thank the boosters for putting on this special event each and every year. It's a great event. It's a great way to recognize the student athletes, hear about their contributions to this season. So again, I thank the Booster Club for putting this event on. The Tantasqua Girl Basketball program actually had 2 seniors this year. We had Lindsay Zach and Jordan Trombley.
Jordan, unable to make it here tonight, but I will continue seeing the theme for some of the coaches to call my players up alphabetically. Lindsay, Zach. Every committee coach can start with Z when they do that. I was hoping you didn't leave and be up here all by myself. Lindsay and Jordan were both captains and leaders for our teams, excellent leaders. And every coach looks for leaders. We're all looking for our leaders. We expect our seniors to be those leaders, whether you're a captain or not. You have the most experience. You have the most to add to teach the younger players. It's real important. You set the tone for your seasons, for practice, for games. Just so important to have such great leadership roles done with mostly, again, our seniors. You know, you bring, looking for that enthusiasm, that motivation, hard workers. You're supposed to be the hardest working players of the team. You set a great example. You set a great example, the others will follow. The younger players will learn a lot, and they will follow you. We had some great leaders, Lindsay and Jordan for sure. You know, they were a major factor in our success this year, but they are actually a major factor in our success for the last couple of years. We've kind of had a good run here for the girls basketball program the last 2 years. Both years made the districts. Both years we won the Swickle Championship the last 2 years. 1 year we made it to the district semifinals, and 1 year we made it to the district finals. You know, we our nemesis. I know both times we lost to Northampton. I guess they're our new rival, and you know, we really would like to meet them again next year. That's for sure. Lindsay, an impact player for sure. Go-to player. Just such a talented player. She's a two-time first-team Swickle All-Star. She also received honorable mention for the TNG Super Team this year. Won our Offensive Player of the Year award one time, won MVP one time. Fourth in the league in scoring this year. Just a triple threat out there, especially on the offensive end. She could take to the basket, she could hit threes, and great free throw shooter as well. Just a major factor in our team in the last 2 years, being one of the leading offensive scoring teams in the Swickle the last 2 years. Very talented basketball player. Just a natural athlete. You see, she plays a few sports. Just got great instincts, great anticipation. Always seems to be one step ahead of everybody else out there. We definitely, you know, she was such an integral part of our team. We're definitely going to miss her. She's going to be very, very hard to replace. There's no question about that. You already heard before she's going to UMass and going to be majoring in elementary education. Again, I'd like to thank Jordan and Lindsay, you know, for being a part of our team, for their dedication, their commitment, their time, their hard work. They're going to be sorely missed. We wish them the best in their future endeavors. And then, again, they'll be a big loss, but we'll miss them an awful lot. Thank you, Lindsay.
Next up, we have our boys basketball coach, Scott Dyer.
This being my first year, I wasn't quite sure what to expect. Obviously, the basketball team's not too bright because they didn't come up here. Come on up here, guys. Everybody else. Listen, I am truly blessed to be here. You know, anytime you inherit a team that has 8 seniors, you're worried about, you know, whether or not they're willing to take to the coaching, the change in philosophy. And these guys were wonderful. I appreciate everything you guys did. Extremely coachable. Know that you're, you know, obviously going to have a place here in the Tantasqua community, especially the boys basketball program. And I truly, truly am blessed to have had the opportunity to coach each and every one of you. Okay. Can Mikey come up here? Mike, come on up here. Okay. All right. We're gonna actually start with Mike. All right. Senior, kept the book for us. Certainly helped to keep these guys in line, right? I think he was always the one organizing where they were going when we got home from the games. So we appreciate that, right? Thank you, right? You headed to UMass? Good luck. Actually, guys, I actually have a card for each one of you too, all right? So I'll get that to you. Okay, so I'm just going to go in the order in which I wrote the cards out, all right? Next is Zach Merrow. I understand that Zach had not tried out for the basketball team until this year. I I was fortunate enough to have Zach in class when he was a junior, I think, or a sophomore, I can't recall. But he approached me and asked to try out, and I'm blessed that you did. Zach obviously didn't get an opportunity very much during the games to play, but I could tell each and every one of you, Zach Merrill can play basketball, all right? In practice, we would run a drill where we run up the sideline and I say get foul line extended and cut in, and Zach Merrill would do it to a T. All right, it would make me smile every single day. I would run the drill just so I could see Zach Merrill and cut in for a layup. All right, so Zach, you know how I feel about you, and congratulations. You're heading off to the summer camp. Yep, congratulations. The only one up here who had to deal with me in class and as his coach this year, okay, Austin Varney. Having him first semester, I wasn't quite sure he was going to try out for basketball, all right? But you know something, I'm really glad that he did. Austin came to my camp when he was a little guy in a previous district, and you know, I'm grateful that he tried out. He was a valuable member of the team, and he's going to be sorely missed. Austin, is heading to Franklin PS to play lacrosse. Armando Chung. Okay, Armando's been up here a couple of times already. Great kid. I remember watching him in summer league diving on the pavement for loose balls. Okay, and you know, when you see that as a coach, you know you have a wonderful person part of your program. Okay, you know you're going to win with people like Armando. All right, Armando is heading to Navy Prep and then to the Naval Academy. Brad Gregoire. I remember I would drive by Lewis Field and Brookfield in the summer, and it would be 3 o'clock in the afternoon, 95 degrees, and Brad would be down there playing. Okay, I had just gotten hired. I was going to summer league games, and Brad would be down there working on his game. I would see his red truck there, and you know something, there's not a hard worker. Brad was the first one at practice every single day, and always gave 110%. And it's going to be sorely missed. Brad Gregoire. Brad is graduating with an electrical certificate and will continue being an electrician. We got Hayden Peterson. Okay. Again, you go to summer league games, and Hayden's mom every once in a while would coach. I think Hayden was grateful that I was his coach. Because, you know, when your parents are your coach, it's a little different, okay? But Hayden's great. Loved having Hayden. Captain, second team, all Swickle. Heading off to URI, correct, Hayden? Hayden Peterson. Jeremiah Dingy. One I would stand next to anytime we had a team picture, okay? For obvious reasons. Okay? I used to joke with him when we would show up on Sunday mornings and the hoops would be down to 8 feet, that we would play one-on-one, okay? Because that way we might both be able to grab the rim, but I certainly still could not, all right? Jeremiah, much like Hayden, who I forgot to mention, was the senior captain. Jeremiah, senior captain, also second team, all league. Heading to Coastal Carolina, Coastal Carolina, all right? Just could rely on Jeremiah to put the ball in the basket for us. Defensively, be a pest, and someone was sorely going to miss, Jeremiah Dingy. Next, we have Chase Freeland, senior captain, voted first team all league, heading off to Virginia Tech. And Chase, you know, was the point guard. And anytime you're the point guard, obviously you're an extension of the coach on the floor. All right, so Chase and I probably spent the most time together. I don't know if it was quality time or not, Chase, but we would have lots of discussions on, you know, how we're supposed to manipulate the game, this, that, and the other thing. And you know what, Chase, I would rather do nothing than spend my whole afternoon on a Sunday shooting with you. It was the highlight of the year, and you know, I appreciate everything you did for our team. Okay, Chase Freeman. And last but not least, we got Jackson Hall. Okay, Jackson is the senior captain, also voted first team All-League, heading off to the University of Miami, the U. All right, very quiet, but his leadership, was there every single day. Didn't have a lot to say, to these guys, but he would always come, we would talk, try to figure out, what we could do better. Would always rely on Jackson, practice hard every single day, and certainly make shots when we needed it. Something, guys, I'm truly going to miss each and every one of you, and I thank you for a wonderful season.
Next up are girls lacrosse coach, Heather Eagle. Girls, I thought you would have learned from Mr. Dion calling out his team and come up as soon as I said my name. All right, if you look at wins and losses this year, we had a rough year. But if you look at the character of the girls that I got to work with all season long, we had great success. These girls have been a pleasure to work with. I've known them for a long time. Some of Lila, 6 years, I think I've coached you. Asked you 3 and 4. So spent a great deal of time with them. I've thoroughly enjoyed every minute of it. I'm going to miss you guys so much. What I'll remember most about you guys is the way you're able to balance being competitive and having fun all season long. And that's an important quality to have as athletes. First, alphabetically, we have Maggie Austin. Maggie has played with us for 3 years. She is a strong defender. She is not afraid to plow over the other team, knock them down when they need to be knocked down, get some turnovers. Next year, she will attend Endicott College and study nursing. Maggie Austin. Next, we have Maddy Burrill. Maddie's another top-notch defender. Last year we switched to zone defense, and Maddy was a big reason why we were able to do that, because she's smart out there. She works hard. She covers for her teammates when they make mistakes. Next year, Maddy will continue her studies at Assumption College, studying communications. Maddy Burrill. Next, we have Liz Beaumont. Liz is a strong midfielder who helps the team stay balanced. She moves the ball up the field. She is tenacious on attack. I think she has more charges than any player in Tantasqua lacrosse history. Next year, she's headed to Quebec, to Bishop's University, to study pre-law and political science. Liz Beaumont. Next, we have Cami Freeland. Cami is a versatile player who has helped us at midfield and attack. She makes great decisions. She works hard all over the field and is always looking for an opportunity to score. Next year, Cami is headed to Penn State to study neuropsychology and pre-med. And last, we have Lila Laporte, who, like I said, Lila Laporte has been on teams I've coached for 6 seasons, which no one deserves that. Lila is a versatile player. I think she has played almost every position on the field. Not sure about goalie, but other than that, Other than that, Lila has played the position and she's played it well. Next year, Lila is heading to UMass to study psychology. Congratulations, girls. I'll miss you next year, and congratulations to all the seniors.
Next up, we have our softball coach, Phil DeRue.
Come on up. Bergeron, you too. Bergeron. Come on. First, I'd like to thank the boosters for putting on this night. This is always a great night. It's been my 6th year coming here, and it's always great to wish these seniors their time to go off into the sunset, as we say. I'd like to congratulate all these athletes. This is a special class for me because my daughter graduates also with all these kids. And I've known so many of these kids from grammar school all the way up. So I wish you all the best, even especially the football kids that have been around for the last few years also. We have a scorekeeper, and everybody has acknowledged their managers and stuff like that. So this year, Kara Bergeron volunteered to become our scorekeeper, and it's been quite interesting. Kara doesn't know a lot about softball, but she's been a bright star on our sideline. She's just so funny. She'll be sitting there and Karen, that was an error. Oh, what's an error? So we got that out of the way, game 1. But she's always rooting the team on. Does a great job. She's been a lot of fun to be around, and she'll be attending Westfield State Elementary Ed. Now these other two, whoa. I've had the privilege to be around them in softball since they were in the 3rd grade, I think. And they're 2 kids that are just tremendous leaders and tremendous people on and off the field. For those of you who watch hockey and are wishing they were watching a hockey game right now, and you listen to Jack Edwards, he talks about the people who get into the dirty areas in hockey. They get in the corners and in front of the net and stuff. And if you come to any of our softball games and you watch these 2 play, it's guaranteed that they're going to come out dirty at the end of the game, because that's how they play the game. And I can show you Dunn's uniform from last year because she didn't wash it when she turned it in. But anyways, was I supposed to bring that up? I'm sorry. So the first one is Maurice Stewart. Maurice Stewart is a 4-year letter winner, a 3-year starter at second base, captain of our softball team. She's a very diverse young lady. She's also captain of the debate team. She's also a 4-year member of our show choir. And I know a little bit about show choir because I've been following my daughters around for 12 years, believe it or not. Maria is also involved in military youth programs. Maria is also a young lady of tremendous faith. She's a CCD instructor at St. Joseph's Parish in Charlton. Maria will be continuing her education at Lemoyne College in Syracuse, alma mater of her mother, Meg, and majoring in biology and environmental engineering. Jillian Dunn. Jillian is a 4-year letter winner and a 4-year starter at both third base and catcher. She's the captain of our softball team. She is also a 2-time most valuable player of our softball team. She is a 2-time Southern Worcester County League All-Star. I'm pretty sure she'll be a 3-time Southern Worcester County League All-Star after next Tuesday night. Last year she was the 2nd leading vote getter amongst the coaches in the Swickle for softball. I'm hoping this year that she becomes the 1st leading vote getter in softball. She's very well respected amongst the coaches in the Southern Worcester County League. Last year she was a Telegram and Gazette Division I All-Star. She's been captain of the varsity soccer and indoor track teams, as well as being captain of our softball team. She's a member of the student council.
Jillian will continue her softball career at Lemoyne College in Syracuse, also the alma mater of her mom, and she'll be majoring in biology. I couldn't ask for two better kids. They're just tremendous people, like I said, on and off the field, and they're going to be greatly missed, not only by our softball team, but I think by the entire Tantasqua community. Tomorrow they will be playing their last game for Tantasqua, and I'm sure it's going to be an emotional moment for both of them, as it will be for me also. Thank you.
Next up, we have our baseball coach, John.
I'll make this quick. Bruins are on. Alright, so I was lucky enough to coach 7 seniors this year. We had 7 great kids, 2 of which are twins, and they usually forget what time to show up, so they're not here today. So let's go on the list here. First things first, we got a good group of kids that would show up early before school from basically December until the season started with Coach Castelli and workout, and they were a great, dedicated group of kids that I will miss, genuinely miss. I have the first kid over here is Tyler Hafer. Tyler tried out every single year from when he was in 7th grade all the way to his senior year and got cut every single year. And that resilience, it's not nothing to laugh about. That resilience is the reason why he's up here today. He's one of those kids that worked hard, found a place to go play, and got better every single year. And ended up having an unbelievable game against Southbridge for us this year, and had 3 RBIs and 2 hits against Southbridge to help us get a win against Southbridge this year. So, thank you, Tyler. Dylan Willet's been with us since his freshman year in varsity for 3 years. Yeah, so 3 years with us. Dylan has been a rock out in the outfield for us. Has done a fantastic job. And done anything the team needed him to do, whether it be bunt the guy over, whether it be get a big hit in a big situation. I'll miss his comedy every day, and his dry humor, and his negativity every single day. I'll genuinely miss you, Dylan. Nice job. Kyle Reno has done a great job for us the last 2 years. Between pitching and playing first base, hit for us. He's won us some big games and big situations. Done a great job all around, and all around did a nice job for us. So thank you, Cal. Alex Bodish. Alex didn't get a ton of time with us, but he was one of those kids that stuck through it. He had fought through a lot of adversity this year, and came through in a big game for us last Monday, and had 2 big hits for us. And it's such a great honor to see him grow as an individual and progress as a baseball player. Roman Krokmalniski. It took me like 3 years to learn that. So Roman actually got cut his freshman year. I blame Coach Hawk, not me. And came back his sophomore year, and after playing Legion baseball, and made varsity as a sophomore.